Well, thank you for joining me for this interview here.
Absolutely.
All right, so to start, for anyone who isn't aware, what are the new COVID requirements regarding football?
That's a great question because we don't know them all yet. But as of this point, we know that if the COVID levels drop to what we need them to, which I think that's going to happen on Tuesday, but they give us all the way till next Tuesday to get them, then we will be able to start full go. So under those conditions, our first game would be March 12th against Torrey Pines. And then we have to find another game, and then we would play our league schedule. So we would get a total of 6 games. Before every game, the couple days before every game, every player and coach will have to test,
Mhm.
do a COVID test, and obviously be negative, right?
Yeah.
And then be able to play. So along with all the other rules, masks, all those sideline things and game things, that's what they're kind of finalizing and figuring out right now.
Yeah, you said that the COVID numbers needed to drop. How close are we to playing? Like, how much further do they need to drop?
So I believe the number they're talking about is the 14-day running uh, percent that they have. And right now, I think it comes out every Tuesday. So I think last Tuesday it was at 22% and it has to be at 14. But if you look at the last week and a half, those numbers have been, again, in around 7, 8, 9, 6. You know what I mean? It's been up and down. So they drop off a 2 week period. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to drop dramatically by Tuesday, and you'll see that we would be able to go right away if we needed to.
You also said that masks and other restrictions would be placed onto the players and coaching staff. Could you elaborate on that? Like, what other restrictions would there be?
Well, so there's been a couple of things that we have seen, and nothing is 100% official yet. And like everybody does know, in COVID, things change on an hourly basis, so it could very well change. But sideline, you would have to wear your mask.
Hmm.
There's questions as to whether you have to wear it during the game while you're out on the field playing. There are some documents that kind of make it sound like that, and others that don't. So that's what they're clearing up right now.
Okay.
They're going to elongate the sidelines all the way. Right now, sidelines go to the 20 to the 20. They're going to make them go the 10 to the 10 so that players can be more socially distanced on the sideline. They're going to, ask players to be more socially distanced. A lot of it is self imposed. You know what I mean? I mean, we have to police it ourselves, but just try to do everything we can safely. You know what I mean? So it does not spread.
Well, I know I and like many other students have enjoyed going to watch football games in previous years. Do you think this will be a possibility at all this year?
As of right now, the city conference, who we are a part of, we are in the city conference as far as our sports are concerned. The city conference voted a couple of weeks ago that they would have no fans at sports. Like anything else, could that change? Once parents and whatnot are not allowed to go, I imagine there's going to be some frustration, and things will come out and whatnot. So, but as of right now, there will be no fans at the games, not parents, not kids, nobody.
All right. So, lastly, what are the next steps you'll be taking with the team now that games can be seen in the foreseeable future?
So we need to get gear handed out, and then on Friday, Saturday, and Monday we can go with helmets and shoulder pads, but just conditioned like we've been doing after school already. So we will ramp up some meetings through Zoom, to teach kids, a little bit more our offense and defense that we've had limited ability to do because of the way practices or conditioning is allowed to go right now. But other than that, we're just the kids are so fired up about going. There's not a whole lot more we need to do. They're pretty excited about it. So it'll be fun to get the players back out there.
Well, clearly there's a lot of uncertainty right now, but it's really exciting that a lot of student athletes can go out and play games again.
Absolutely. We're all excited to whatever the rules are they put on us, as long as we can go out there, and not just for football, for, soccer gets to go, water polo, rugby, the other sports that we're already going, track and field and cross country and tennis and those things. Uh, it's going to be exciting to see student athletes back out there participating. I think cross country's already had 2 meets this year. One was hosted on our campus a week ago yesterday. And Coach Geiger just said the kids were ecstatic about being out there and doing it. Even with all of the things that we need to do to make it happen. So it'll be fun.
Well, that's all I had here for today, but I appreciate you coming out here and talking about this.
Absolutely. Great talking to you. And thanks for doing this.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right. Take care.